Welcome to the Introductions Necessary podcast, a daily introduction to the contributions of women working in STEM fields. Dr. Rita Colwell, a former director of the U.S. National Science Foundation, has worked in the public and private sectors. Her main research focuses have been health, water, and global infectious diseases, including a large portion of her research being on cholera. For over 60 years, she has been researching this disease that is caused by a bacteria that naturally occurs in water, a fact discovered by her lab. Cholera outbreaks can be devastating to the population, and there have been at least 7 documented pandemics caused by the bacteria, including the 7th that is considered to be ongoing. To combat the spread of the disease in developing countries, Colwell led an effort in 2003 to teach women in 50 villages in Bangladesh to use the saris they wore as a water filter. By folding the fabric about 4 times and passing the water through, about 90% of the bacteria that was present in their water was removed, and the rates of infection in these households dropped by almost half. Returning 5 years later to see if the methods were sustainable, Colwell discovered that around 70% of the original participants were not only still using the method, but they had also taught it to other members of their community. A surprising finding was that even in households that didn't filter their water, there was still a lower incidence of cholera due to the development of herd immunity. Colwell and her team were able to show a connection between filtration and the reduction of cholera. Authoring or co-authoring 19 books and over 800 scientific papers, Colwell's work has been recognized both in the United States, where she is a recipient of a National Medal of Science, but also internationally, being awarded the Order of the Rising Sun Gold and Silver Star by the Emperor of Japan and the Stockholm Water Prize. In 2020, she published her memoir, A Lab of One's Own, where she shared her over 60 years working in science, and how systemic sexism in science is holding back not only women, but science as a whole, and she celebrated those pushing back. Introductions Necessary is a production of 9 Hour Films. Our music was composed by Kristen Baum. Please visit our website, introductionsnecessary.com, to listen to previous episodes and learn more about the women featured in this program. We would love for you to introduce yourself to us on Patreon. You'll get the latest updates and find out how to support the podcast on patreon.com/9hourfilms. Thank you for listening.